Gordian, Not Mosaic by Aubrey Hill. Alright, at this moment in time I have all of the materials. I do not have all the materials that the ancient Romans would have used in specific, but I was able to gather some materials containing some stained glass, glue, mortar, concrete backing, stones, and some tile clippers and a frame. It is during this time in the video where I am kind of sketching out where I want this Gordian knot to take place within the frame and the concrete backing. And I have my amazing friend Emma who creates these fantastic mosaics, helping me along the way, teaching me. This was my very first mosaic. And so in that previous clip, we were just cutting all of the stained glass with the tile clippers, and this is where I am trying to draw on the Gordian knot. My ADHD did get in the way of this just because the lines were not as precise as I would have liked them to be. A little bit about the Gordian knot and why I chose that in specific to do a piece of work on. So the Gordian knot is actually kind of a really cool subject. It was very common to the Romans as a motif to use in mosaics, and the story behind it is takes place during Alexander the Great's time, and it is a story where he's traveling along the way, and he is getting to Turkey, and upon arriving to the city, he runs into like a merchant or a mercenary, and there's a something tied with a bunch of different types of knots, like a rope, and he tries to unwind it, and he gets all tangled up with the rope, and eventually he frees himself, and he takes his sword and he slashes the knot. This is where I'm showing you halfway, me halfway done with the mosaic, but the moral of that story is conquering the unachievable, so kind of, defying all odds. So I thought that was a beautiful concept, and I loved how it was placed in our history, just in everyday usage by the Romans. Now, I would like to reference that I chose a couple of colors that didn't necessarily match with the reference picture, just because I preferred their meaning a lot more. I chose blue because that, to the Romans, that symbolized tranquility and divinity, and green for beauty. I had some black and gray accents just to kind of allow those colors to pop. But also, if you can't tell, I'm adding in these little gray pieces in conjunction with those stones, which I was hoping would kind of act as like cobblestone, as if this was lying on the street and you were just walking across it. Here is a reference video of what this mosaic looked like before it was grouted. I got very lucky. This was my very first mosaic, and I think this has actually inspired me to do many more mosaics. I'm gathering all of the tools that I need, and so it is thanks to this project that I think I have another hobby. That's great. My husband probably enjoys that, but anyways, I really appreciated this project. I really loved learning about all of the ways to be able to preserve mosaics and the preservation tactics that the Getty Museum used, which did help me along the way in creating this mosaic. Thank you.